Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Oblique with Let's Play Chocobo Panic Christmas Part 6. Had a little bit of a hiatus. Had a really big presentation to give, and I just finished it actually, and apparently I did very well. I get overly panicky about stuff like that. But anyway, we are now back on track. Hopefully I can record a few more parts of this Let's Play. So it has been a little bit of time since I've actually played this, but if I remember correctly, we were working on getting the presents with Pogo. So let's jump right in. I got some more information. I think, yeah, this is a reference to another RPG Maker game, and there are some of the characters in the background. But it was only made in German. Again, the guy that makes this game, he is from Germany, and it's his first language, so that's where this reference is from. And I don't know, I just kind of got that feel that it was a reference to something. I didn't know if it was a commercial game or not, but it turns out it is another indie game. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get the rest of the presents before I move on to the bonus levels. So yeah, you saw the present down there, it's being blocked, and if you step on that, it unlocks it. So now we just have to go down there and grab it, and then collect the rest of the crystals. I'm really happy that I don't have to do this on hard with Pogo. I don't know why I thought you did, but the first time I played through this, I got most of the presents, if not all of them, on hard, which is really unnecessary and kind of a pain to try to deal with. But I also recently found out, I was playing with my recording software, that I can record at much higher frame rates than I originally thought, so I probably won't increase the frame rate for this game, mostly because the frame rate of the game itself isn't that fast, so I'm going to stick with 30, so, but I am doing some other recordings. I did one video, it was more of a test video for a game called Defender's Quest, and I think it would help it out a little bit to have a higher frame rate, but, also, there was some weird artifact with the mouse. That's not a problem with this because the mouse isn't involved. But for some reason, because the game uses its own mouse, own cursor for the mouse, it's still recording the... Oh my god, that was dumb. It's still recording the actual mouse cursor underneath. So I get a weird kind of black block where the cursor should be, but hopefully I can figure that out. Anyway, it's not a problem for this, so I shouldn't be worrying about it. So I think I figured out how to make the audio sound a little bit. Again, I keep tweaking the audio because to me it sounds a litthe dull and fuzzy. And I'm trying to make it sound as good as possible. I'm trying to make it my voice and the music of the game be about equal. So yeah, and I think what I've been doing is I had the volume extremely low in the game, and I think that also affects my the way it records my voice. So I turned up the volume a little bit. We'll see if that helps. Anyway, sorry I was talking over that, but in that last level, the present was in a pretty obvious place, so this one, it's hidden a little bit better, if I remember correctly. Where am I going? Ah, there it is. So right here you can see one of the other nebulons sticking out of the ice right there, so you just come over here and you have to go through all this garbage. And I don't remember, you have to time it right with that spike that's going across, so it's probably better if I follow it. Because I have more time on the far end. There we go, good. I just had to focus there for a second. Oh, and the maker has been watching my Let's Plays, and he's been commenting on some of my complaints or suggestions, depending on how you look at it. And the one thing that he definitely said that he wants to fix is the fact that when you teleport back from an area like that, the monsters can be right on top of you and can kill you immediately. So he said that what he's thinking about making an updated version and probably going to try to re-release this for Christmas time. Still can't figure out why they face away from me. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, he said he's probably gonna try to fix that in some way or another. In Chocobo Panic Space, he put the invisible barriers so they could only go so far without, interfering with you. So if you teleported back, he made sure that no monsters or enemies would be surrounding you. So let's go to the first bonus level. After you collect all the eggs, you get this, which is Classical Pac-Man.
Classical Pac-Man.
Now, I have a very, 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 very big complaint about this level, in that it repeats that damn music over and over again until you finish it. Oh yeah, you get the cherries, hooray! I like that, that was a neat little touch, but the music, I mean, it's what, like a 5-second loop? And it's... poo. And it's only supposed to be played in the first, 5 seconds right before you start, like right now. And then... stop. But no, it just keeps going. It keeps looping, and it keeps looping, and keeps looping until you finish. But yeah, I like this. This is a nice little touch. It has, similar to the simulation deck in Chocobo Panic Space. It has the eyeballs show up when you eat the enemies. You can eat the cherries, and I'm not sure if it gives you bonus points. I never really paid attention. Again, score doesn't really matter to me. It's not the main attraction of this game. And we're done. And you don't have to collect the power pellets. They're not part of the level. And yeah, but there's no eggs or whatever. Instead of bringing Pac-Man out, you just look like the Chocobo. There's no character select. I'm gonna try to get all 3 of these done really quick because they are very irritating. Oh, he does change these. He changes these completely around. I forgot that. So this is the first time, as far as I know, where he completely changes the level going from different difficulties in any of his games. So, yeah, it's no longer just you're running away from faster and faster enemies with, meaner and meaner traps. It's actually a completely different level layout, which I like. I completely forgot about that. Wow. I mean, the enemies are faster, but that's kind of to be expected at this point. Anyway, the last level is also a reference to another RPG Maker game. Again, you'll see what it is, but I don't know exactly what the reference is to. Oh, good. This is going quickly and smoothly. So yeah, I might actually be able to finish this in the next part or 2. Or actually... maybe not. I don't know. The last level is very difficult. Very, very difficult. It took me the longest time. I spent, when I did it the first time, several hours doing it. And the reason why it's so difficult is because you need to get lucky in a lot of ways, depending on how the enemies wander. If they decide to really just stay on your ass, it's very difficult to get rid of them, and they are only very slightly slower than you. So you need to be be good and lucky. You can't just rely purely on skill. Also, there's a slight, I wouldn't say it's a graphical glitch, but where one of the enemies can attack you through a wall where it shouldn't. And he definitely said that it was a mistake. I actually asked him about it. Oh no, 2 left. No. Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm sorry guys, because this music is awful. One thing I could do is I could actually, I could mute it. I could, just, post-recording, just splice it up and turn it down. Because this music, oh, it's probably one of the most irritating things about this game. Sorry, KOA Angel. I speak English really good. Sorry. But yeah, sorry about that. But this music was pretty poor choice. Anyway, yeah, I probably shouldn't be recording this right after I did something with public speaking, because I'm not exactly on edge anymore, but I'm a little worn out and I'm almost tired of talking. But I feel bad because I really wanted to get this done a long time ago, and it just didn't happen. So let's move on to Velsiver Plains. And again, this is a reference to another game, but I'm not exactly sure what the reference is. So right now this isn't so bad, but yeah, like that. That's not really fair. Yeah, that's one of the minor glitches, but I will show you the exact spot where it can, you know, cheat. The game can cheat against you, which is never fun. So if you're standing right here, he can stand right next to me on that tile, and even though he's supposedly on a different layer, you know, he's higher than me, he can still hurt me. And that there's a few other places where that can happen, but that's the place that it happened to me most. That's one reason why these levels are hard. Another is there are no power coins. 0. You have to do this without the help of a power coin, and without touching the enemies, obviously. So you can't make a mistake. It's
Oh no!
Speaking of making mistakes, I will try this one more time.
Velsiver Plains.
So yeah. Also, the timing of these fountains is a little wonky, and it's hard to time it. So, oh shit! I'll give you an example. So I go there, and then I can go back. Now, if there's something here, you know, I could be trapped until it moves away from that area, and I can leave again. And I shouldn't be having this much trouble with this. I did beat this on the harder difficulties, and it gets much more difficult. So be prepared for a lot of screaming. I will try to edit out any of my rants and raves when it does get harder, if I have to do any editing, but I'm sure this will take me several attempts to finish the harder levels. Even now, the enemies it's a little crowded, and there's very little walking space to get by them. So I think it's the same amount of enemies each time. They just get a lot more annoying and a lot faster. So yeah. Anyway, the presentation, I find it a little ironic that I got up there, and I was actually the second person to present. Damn it! I'm sorry, guys. Alright, I will do that off camera. But yeah, and I'll explain what I was going to say in the next video. So, this has been Oblique with Let's Play Chocobo Panic Christmas, and I will see you in part 7. Until then.